It's time to jump into Xplane 10 with the saitek X52 joystick. I've just picked a random runway somewhere near Switzerland and I've set the time to night because just look at the details. Absolutely incredible. Just the way it's got all the little point lights for the runway. There's a little road in front of me, or motorway, and you can see all the cars driving down it. Looks really realistic. When you play Xplane in the day, it doesn't look the most spectacular. It doesn't have the sort of one-to-one scenery details that you find in Flight Sim X, especially if you've modified your Flight Sim X with all the updates. But it does use this auto-gen technology, quite similar to the Flight Sim X auto-gen, as a plane takes off in front of us. Looks amazing. But Xplane 10's auto-gen has realistic road positions, and at higher altitudes the scenery, the ground scenery does look fairly accurate. But at low altitudes it's sort of this weird plausible scenery that looks realistic but it isn't one-to-one. Nonetheless, it runs really fast, which is really good, and especially good seeing as Xplane 10 is likely to support the Oculus Rift DK2 very soon indeed, and when that happens my mind is going to explode. But for now I'm just going to do a little bit of a night flight around this runway. We're on runway 1, I guess. Just waiting. It looks all clear. Looks like I'm in some kind of science fiction film. And well, let's taxi on down. This is GamerMuscle to air control. GamerMuscle to air control. Do we please have permission on? Yes, we're going. Okay. I don't think there's an air control here. Maybe there is, but I'm reckless. A reckless pilot. As we use the yaw of the X52 to rotate onto the runway, and let's put the brakes. Let's go from full throttle. Put the flaps are down. Yeah, and we're off. The engine sounds absolutely fantastic. Oh, I'm zooming along here. I'm just going to take this off nice and gentle. I love how the cockpit's all lit up, all the dials. It just looks gorgeous. Looks really nice. And there we go. The plane's kind of doing the work for me. Oops. Now, one of the nice things with Xplane 10 is that it has a really nice dynamic feeling flight model. I'm not a real world pilot, obviously, and I've never flown a real world plane. But I have played Flight Sim X, a whole bunch of remote control plane simulators, and obviously Xplane 10. And the physics do feel really nice in Xplane 10. Comparing it to watching videos, which is obviously a very dangerous thing to do, I still don't think the flight model in Xplane is particularly realistic. I think real life, and this seems to apply for all simulators really, real life seems to have this depth to it and fluidity, but also it's really tight. And you get this in driving simulators, flight simulators. They kind of feel a little bit gloopy. They might react to the weather and the wind and everything, the inputs, and the planes kind of do, and the cars and vehicles do as you'd expect them to do in the real world, but they're all kind of gloopy and smoothed out. And that always seems to be the case with computer-generated stuff. Even computer-generated animation, it always looks too smooth. Not sure why, but that seems to be the case. But nonetheless, this is still absolutely fantastic, and I do prefer Xplane 10 over Flight Sim X, especially with the small planes. But I'm not exactly an expert on flight simulators. As we put the landing gear up, I should have had my flaps down and breaking all the rules. Oh dear, I'm stalling. Total disaster. This is not how you fly. I've really not put much time into flight sims recently. I kind of, years ago, I got into, when Flight Sim X first came out, I put quite a bit of time into that, but then it kind of just faded away a bit. But now, what with the DK2 being out, and the joysticks like this saitek X52, I'm also testing the hot-ass Warthog by Thrustmaster, and I'll be also testing the saitek X55, just going through them all. But with all this new equipment, especially the DK2 is the key thing, it's just going to be absolutely fantastic to get back into flight simulators and actually put some serious time into them. Because the ability to look around smoothly absolutely transforms cockpit-based games. So, we're just flying around. You can look out the window using the hot ass stick on the X52, and look at the lights. It's just really nice little details. And I'll tell you what we can do in Xplane 10, we can do some craziness with the time. Let's change it to sunny time in the middle of the day. There we go. It's daytime. So you can see at night it looks far more spectacular and far more believable than when playing during the day. But this is a vanilla Xplane 10, and you can install some mods that improve the contrast of the textures, the sky and the lighting. And there's a lot of mods coming about for Xplane 10 because of Flight Sim X kind of dying slowly. A lot of people are moving to Xplane 10. Having said that, the people that make Train Simulator just bought the rights to Flight Sim X, and they're going to release it on Steam, and presumably they're going to start doing their own updates to it. So that'll probably revitalise Flight Sim. So it's not dead just yet. It's kind of just having a little bit of a slumber party. But in the meantime, look at this. Absolutely fantastic. And crucially, as I said earlier, Xplane 10 runs really, really well. And that might be the decider for people that are looking for a flight sim to play with the DK2 when it is supported. Because obviously you need to be able to run at least 75 FPS with no frame drops at all. Otherwise it gives you really bad motion sickness. Let's just do a little bit of a poozle around. It's just really, really nice and smooth, and there's no... I've got it on clear skies at the moment, so there's no wind or weather. Let's change the weather up and see how the dynamics of the plane changes in real time. Let's go full out storm. Can we do this? What can we do? Storms. Let's go crazy. We've gone from night time to day to heavy storm. You can load in the current weather for that location as well if you want to, and it vaguely lines up to real life. I don't know if it's that accurate, to be honest, but it's nice. You could plot a flight, and you know, it's good enough. I mean, you're sat on a home computer. You're not in a real plane. It's good enough for me. I'm sure if you were like a really serious flight fanatic, you're going to want more, you know, you'll probably be more, more critical. When it comes to flight simulators, I'm a really casual flight simmer, so I'm not that critical. As long as it feels kind of nice, you can do a little bit of a poodle, look at the scenery, mess around with the planes. I'm happy. As you can tell, I'm definitely a dirty flight sim casual user. This rain looks nice. And it's got a... I can hear the rain. There's a rain sound effect. But there's no visual effect for the rain on the cockpit, unfortunately. I'm not sure if that can be added. Maybe it can. It seems to be flying nice and stable. Let's see if we can up the wind. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Wind speed. I just checked. That just changed the visual weather before. Gusts. Oh, here we go. Going full out turbulence. I don't know if... I've been in a passenger jet, a really small... I don't know the plane names. This is terrible. I'm like this with cars. I've been in a passenger jet flying to Norway. Whoa, dear God! There's too much turbulence. Too much turbulence. Okay, this plane cannot... Okay, oh no, we're back. We're back. Okay, there's a lot of turbulence. I've been in a passenger jet during a really bad storm, flying from England to... I think it was England to Belgium. Yeah, it was England to Belgium. And, you know, it was a proper thunderstorm, and there was a lot of turbulence with people actually screaming on the plane. I don't think it was that bad, to be honest. There was a lot of buffeting about, but I think passengers on jet planes overreact to turbulence because they might not be used to it. It was really bumpy. Like, you did have to put your seatbelts on, and stuff was falling out of luggage compartments. But you know, I'm pretty sure a passenger jet could probably take a lot of turbulence before you're in any real risk unless you're landing and there's turbulence. But nonetheless, I've been in a real plane turbulence, and it moved around quite a lot. I don't think it was this bad. I don't know what I put the settings on. Well, the rain's falling horizontally. Oh, that's because I'm moving fast, or because the wind is next level wind. But we're going to land in this. See if it's possible. The plane seems to be moving all over the place. There's the runway down there. Okay, this turbulence is absurd. I don't think this is. I don't think you'd even take your plane out in that. Let's put it back to 1, and okay, let's try that. There's probably, obviously, if you do real world weather, you can set stuff up to be more or less realistic. There's the runway down there. I'm going to come in a bit steep. But the scenery looks absolutely fantastic, and I love how you can actually walk around the inside of the plane interiors. I'm going to make some more Xplane videos. I just wanted to load up, do a quick flight, and have a little bit of a natter before I go to bed. That's what you do to relax at 10 o'clock at night. But one thing I found with Xplane is it is a really, really relaxing game or simulator to play. You just load it up, fly around for a bit, and it's just really nice. A lot less stressful than driving simulators, I think, and a lot less. It's more flight sims. It's more of a procedural activity than it is a sort of high octane hit break points and do everything like spot on. Flying's more of a la-di-da activity. I'm coming in way too fast. This is a disaster. I've not even got my landing gear down. I'm going to do a pass because I'm absolutely bombing it through. What a... Now I'm going too slow. Really need to... Oh, what was that? Something happened. We got struck by lightning. Okay, let's just do it. I'll do a pass. Oh, that's nice how the... I should check the windsock actually to see the direction of the wind. There's a windsock right in the middle of the runway. That can't be right or safe. Normally they put them at the end. Probably landed the wrong way as well. Oh, it was the lightning making noise. It didn't hit me. It sounds a bit dodgy. The engine sounds, though, I think, are really nice in this. Let's just do a little stall if I do this too much angle. I really like how smooth. The X52 saitek X52 is really light and does feel a little bit tacky and toy-like, but still, it's really nice, and it's so much better. I'm going to get struck by lightning again. It's so much better than the Attack 3D Pro or whatever it is, the really rubbish joystick I've got. For some reason, there's a building in the middle of the runway. We'll just fly over that. Hopefully, we've got enough runway to land. This is going to be an awful landing. Come in. There's a bit of yaw. So really nice how you can just put it down at an angle from the wind, and I'm really rusty. That's probably like the second landing I've done in Xplane this year. It's just really nice and relaxing, really good fun. Let's pop the brake on. Let's go around here. Do some drifting actually. Let's pop the brakes off. Slide the planes around on the runway, drift them a bit. It's just really nice. But that's a quick flight in Xplane 10 in a thunderstorm from night to day. Gonna definitely do. Oh, there's the windsock there. Considering how stormy it is, I guess the wind's not that high, but it seemed to be blowing me as I was coming in. Bit of a side wind on the runway. That's an absolutely fantastic game. If you'd like to see more Xplane 10 videos, let me know in the comments. I'm going to make some more anyway. But if you want me to do more Xplane, say, specifically over anything else, let me know, because I will do. I'm definitely going to do some more Elite Dangerous videos, and hopefully Assetto Corsa gets DK2 support, so that's going to be really nice to check out. As I say, this was just a bit of a la-di-da excuse to boot up Xplane before I went off to bed. Absolutely fantastic simulator. You can pick it up on Steam for about £44. I'm using a boxed version that I got off eBay. You can actually get some really good bargains. I've seen it for £20, £30, and some sites do the Steam key for £35 as well. But whatever you go for. Although one thing to watch out for, if you do get the boxed version, you can't then activate that on Steam. So personally, I think I might go and buy Steam CD key in the future anyway, because I like just having stuff on Steam, and I like just throwing away money. Why not? But Steam is just so convenient now, and especially for simulators, you know, that get updated regularly. And with Xplane, you have to leave a disc in the drive and all that nonsense. So it's just better to have it on Steam. So that's probably what I'll do in the future. But absolutely fantastic. I'm going to make more videos coming up. That was a quick video of Xplane 10 with the saitek X52. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, follow me on Facebook and all that business. Goodbye.